20 years ago, I was 16. I was living in a small town in southern Illinois, about 400 people, and I was going to a very small high school. The high school itself had about 400 people in it also. It was a feeder high school fed in from a number of rural communities. I was in the honors program. I was also an athlete. I was in track and cross country. I got varsity letters. I was in Scholar Bowl. But I was also a closeted gay teen, something that all my peers seemed to pick up on very, very early, actually. I started getting called faggot in fourth grade. So I dealt with that from fourth grade up until senior year of high school. Every day, somebody would mention it. It's just a word I got used to hearing. Fag, faggot, girly, you name it, they called me it. I had people try and, corner me in the locker room. God only knows what they thought they were going to do if they got me, but I was very good at running. I ran a lot. I guess maybe that's why I was into track and cross country. But anyway, I remember coming back from school on a regular basis crying to my mom about how horrible it was, how much I wanted to get out of that situation, how could I go live with my grandmother, could I go away to school. Unfortunately, we didn't really have any money, so that wasn't an option. So she would just tell me, it'll get better. She was adamant, in that, and that life would get better for me, that there was going to be something around the corner, that, when you got out of high school, things changed. And I know when she would tell me that, it would be really hard for me to believe that, because I'm looking at her and, she's my mom. What else is she going to say? She's there to tell me that. And, also she wasn't going through what I was going through, and she wasn't me. She wasn't a closeted gay teen. And so that's why I think that this is so brilliant. This is so brilliant that this project is being done, because I think it would have been more impactful had I heard it from someone that went through what I went through. So if you're watching this, and if you're saying, hey, that sounds like me, I'm hoping that you're going to take away from this that, yeah, this is temporary, that life will get better. Because in my case, somehow, through personality and the support of my mother and family, and I think some of my friends in high school, I was able to get through it. It was difficult. It was not fun. I hated life some days. But I also had a strong belief in me, and a strong belief in that, there is more out there. Just being aware of the world and being aware that there are different groups of people out there and different groups to belong to. I made a very conscious decision to go to college in Chicago, because I knew it was a large city where they would be bound to accept me. It's funny, because I wasn't consciously aware of my homosexuality. I didn't admit it to myself. I think I knew subconsciously. I know I did subconsciously. But I went to a great university in Chicago, a place that was accepting, a city that is accepting, and I was able to come out, and I was able to become me, and fully me, someone who didn't hide, who didn't have to make up stories, who pretend like I wasn't attracted to that guy across the hall. And I was able to complete college, and I was able to get the life that I'd always dreamed of. I graduated from college. I have lived and traveled all over the world, and I kind of got all those dreams that I had for myself when I was a kid. And I'm pretty happy. No, I'm more than pretty happy. I'm in love with my life. I was able to go from that scared 15-year-old kid, 16-year-old kid in Southern Illinois who was being tormented on a regular basis to become an adult that I think that kid would admire, and that kid would look at and say, yeah, I want to become that person. So that's my personal message to you. Know that it gets better. It sounds cliche, I know, but it does get better. And I think when you see all the number of people that are going to be posting their personal stories, it's undeniable that it does get better. And that high school, while it seems like it's the center of your world right now, and all those people that are tormenting you seem like the only people that matter, they don't. It's only 4 years, it's only a small time in a very long life, and there's so much more that can happen, and there's so much more that you can make happen. So understand that, go out there and try and find a way to get accepted and a place to get accepted, and fight for yourself. because in the end, it can get better.